responsibility for falling for a setup by a neighborhood salon that I've gone to for years. If the salon is saying that we're able to do this and they're not, then they should not have said that, and they should not have been open for me to go there. But we trusted a neighborhood salon that I've been to for years. I just have my hair washed. I don't wear a mask when I'm washing my hair. Do you wear a mask when you're washing your hair?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Now, this salon business that Nancy says she was set up was not a setup. And in that statement that you just seen, she says that she only went there to get her hair washed. And she actually also got her hair blown out, or whatever they want to call it, which means it was hair dry. Which she could have washed her hair at the house. Most common people can wash their hair in the shower and use a blow dryer themselves. But no, she wanted to be pampered, and females go to hair salons to be pampered. So all this is a lie. The setup and everything that she claims is a lie. She contacted her assistant, whom called the stylist, which the stylist got an okay from the salon owner to do Pelosi's hair. It was something that Pelosi wanted done. It was her way of being pampered. Someone else doing her hair for her, which most common people, we do it our own self. We shampoo our own hair and we blow dry our own hair. But no, she wants to be pampered, so she calls the salon. Now, we know for a fact that this wasn't a setup because Nancy had her mask around her neck when she was coming out getting her hair washed. So she had the mask. Nobody was putting a gun to her and said she had to go to the salon. Nobody put a gun to her to tell her she can't be wearing a mask. No, that did not happen, or Pelosi would have called the cops. She did it on her own. And then she lied about it because she got caught. But it's like the mayor of New York saying, if you see something, tell someone. Be a snitch. Now, when Republicans do it, it's shame. But if a Democrat can snitch, it's just perfect. Now, this all happened in San Francisco. And the mayor is London Breed, B-R-E-E-D. And why hasn't he charged Nancy $1,000 fine for not wearing a mask? Is this white privilege that's going on? Most females, they do get white privilege, but she's the third person in line. You got President Trump in number one. You got Mike Pence in second, and then it's Nancy in the third seat to become president if anything happens to the two in front of her. But she's a leader. She's supposed to know this stuff. And in California, they already put out the laws and rules, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And Nancy still didn't abide by the laws that she knew already ahead of time that these laws were put in effect.
No one is above the law.
That no one is above the law.
No one is above the law. No one is above the law. No one is above the law. No one is above the law.
No person is above the law.
No one ought to be above the law.
No one is above the law.
Nobody is above the law.
No one is above the law.
What you have just seen the video is Nancy's wrap up and smear video. This is how she demonized people, and all she had to do was admit that she messed up. But no, she wants to hurt people lie about people, and this is how they smear people's name. They know when something's a fact, and they get caught, but they have to smear it and say, oh, it was a setup. It wasn't a setup, but what you're seeing is what Nancy calls the Democrat wrap up and smear campaign. And you're about to listen to Nancy, and she'll explain how it works.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic, and it's self-evident. But I think I'm worth the trouble for a setup.
So the Speaker of the House is blaming the salon after she didn't wear a mask indoors. Tonight, the salon owner is denying it was a setup. Regardless, this far into the pandemic, the House Speaker should know what is safe and what isn't. We should all know. It's our responsibility. Instead of claiming a setup, it would have been just as easy for the Speaker to say, you know what, I messed up. I should have worn a mask indoors. Blaming is easy. Leading is hard.